So, two, three important points before we move on. So, let's talk about Vedanta. I'll take that example only. Okay. Now, here if you see Vedanta, you can see E written right here, and you can see D written right here. Correct? Now, what is this D? D means dividend. And because of the dividend, the price will come down. It's basics of stock market, X dividend. Correct? This E signifies earnings. So basically Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, these earnings might have been published. If I'm coming to that. Here, dividend forward chart I have opened up. Here you can see S, and that is for split. The point that I said, one share being split to 5. So you should notice what is written in the chart. So if you just want to write down at the bottom of the, so can I say it will be on the volume bar always? Yes? So if you just want to write down for your own understanding, in trading view, on the volume chart, in trading view on the volume chart, symbols like symbols like S, D, E represent symbols like S, D, and E represent what? S represents what? Split. D, dividend. And what was the last one? S. E is earning, sorry. You don't have for bonus, is it? I was just wondering. For bonus, does it show B? Check BSC. I was searching. It's not showing that. So the bonus is not being shown by trading. Even. So it's actually a bonus or what? Please check. Okay. So this point is clear about what is there right at the bottom of the chart, number 1. Number 2, I wanted to clarify one more doubt which he had asked. That whatever things we are learning, candles and their patterns and whatnot. So if I were to test it on a 1 minute candle or 5 minute candle versus a 1 day candle, ideally the conviction or the chances of it turning out as per what we think are higher in higher time frames. So daily candle, if a chart is showing, let us say 3 o'clock morning star, then it will be with more conviction rather than a morning star on a 1 minute candle. Okay, so if you're, yesterday like I said, if you're doing a trade based on 1 minute candle, then you just have to be right there. That maybe it's a morning star, maybe 1 or 2 candles here and there and it will be gone. And you just lose out if you're not there right in front of the screen. But because we all are working, in that case, try to see all these charts generally in daily only. Okay, conviction will be more, number 1. Number 2, someone is also asking me how much should be the time frame that we should select. So for example, time frame here you can see March, you can see May, July, September, yes everyone? Clear visible? So I suggest at least 6 to 9 months. 1 year is good enough. 1 year is good enough, but at least 6 to 9 months. So right now we are in the month of May, right? So this is the minimum chart that you should be looking at. 6 to 9 months. Good is good enough 1 year. Okay? Yes. With this basic discussion, can I go on? Yes. So going on to our notes again. Recording is always okay. Instead of starting with indicators, I actually changed my mind while I was eating poha. Says a bunch of bands. Huh? No, I don't want it. I'm just reading about whatever I'm reading. Fibonacci and yes. I thought I was starting with Fibonacci and why else I tell you? While I was eating poha, I was just trying to. I generally digest what happened in the last 2.5 hours in the class. Try to revisit. And then one pain point that I thought was about how do I draw a support and how do I draw resistance. That was one point where I could see a little bit of less conviction on the basis of you all. And I said, when come time, agreed. But is there a shortcut to that? If someone gives me ready-made supports and ready-made resistances, that'll be great, right? And yes, we have tools for that. Okay, so I thought let me stick with that only, so that you get to know what is the overall scenario. Okay, so there is something known as Fibonacci retracement, and after that we are going to learn pivot points. Okay, again I'm going to tell you the difference between TA 1.0 versus TA 2.0. When I recorded technical analysis batch for the very first time, I had explained what do we mean by Fibonacci numbers and what are they and where do they occur in real life and there is that. So you can search this on the internet as well, right? That's not such a big deal. But the problem is that if I go on to that, the origin and how we can see that in real life and everywhere, then covering more and more points is a problem. Covering more and more charts is a problem. So same logic I apply for 2.0. I'm now going to go into the basics. I'm going to tell you what it is, how to use it, what is the interpretation. So that we can cover more. So in the technical analysis 1.0 I talked about Fibonacci, but I have not talked pivot points. I'm able to cover that as well here. Okay. So of course pivot points we do have a YouTube video as well. But then when it comes to the flow, so watching a YouTube video is a disconnect. Is what I feel. If that is something in addition which is not connected with what we are learning right now, then that is okay. If it is in connection, I believe it has to be in the class only. Okay. So going back to Fibonacci, this is a tool is what you can visualize, which can help me to find out that whatever is the existing move, whether it's an up move or whether it's a down move. In an up move, if it is going up, like we have said this many times, it will not just go to the moon directly. It will go up and it will, what was the word? Retrace. And again it will go up and it will retrace and it will go up and it will retrace. So actually the full name of Fibonacci is Fibonacci retracements. I've written that the first time, but if I want to add it up in the title as well, it's actually Fibonacci retracement or retracement. Okay, now I want 100% attention. Next 2 to 3 minutes should be there. If I'm in an uptrend, I have to see that from this bottommost point till the topmost point, whatever journey it has seen. Now I believe there can be some correction. Correction to what is the question? Okay, so this theory says that retracement will happen at 23.6%. This retracement will happen at 23. So you can imagine some very basic thing from 0 to 100, let us say. The up move has happened. Then it will cool off 1/4 from the top roughly. Can I say that? If I'm saying 23.6% retracement, for a layman person, how do I visualize this? If a stock is going from 0 to 100, it will come down by roughly 20. 1/4 it will go down. Okay? That is the first support. Ideally, it can see a bounce from there. Or maybe sideways and bounce. If it is not able to hold on to that support of 23.6, then it cracks down to the second support. So you can visualize this something like this. First, before I again move on to that, Bollywood scene, and the hero is driving very hard section, and Achanak say he's thinking of something else. Hero is singing, dancing in the car. Okay, and then Achanak say problem comes, and he was like in the valley. Right? support level that we're talking about. Look at movie. Anil Kapoor and that hilarious. There's a final scene, I guess. Climax scene. Fantastic. Now you remember support levels. So is there no entry. Is there only one support in life? No. We are going to find many branches to go to. Okay. So what is the first branch at 23.6% from the top? Okay. Where is the second branch? From the top? 38.5, 38.2%, sorry. That is also broken. Third branch is at 50%. Okay. Fourth branch, 61.8%. And fifth branch, now you and have safely landed in the valley. Okay. Whatever you are going to put us come down now. Simple thing here. Okay, understand what is this? Now, where does this rule is possible in 23.6 and 30.2? Couldn't that have been at 20%, 40%? It's easier it could have been, but I have not founded this theory. Apparently, these are natural numbers. Something phi or something they call that. And I read this in theory that our body is also about all these numbers. So something like from our head to the waist, and from the waist to the leg, it's something. It's a ratio. And that's like 23. And all these numbers fit into human body as well. Even the sunflower, how many petals it will have, and in what design the petals, that is also this ratio. So apparently, this is a very famous ratio. It is found in nature, in humans, in flowers, in trees, whatever. Okay, so this is when if you are interested, you can do Google search. You can find that anywhere. What is important for us? Big question. If it is going down, and we have seen an island reversal. We have seen an island reversal. Oh my God, to what line can it fall? Ideally, it should seek some support at 23.6%. If that is broken, 38.2%. If that is also broken, ideally 50% is a rock solid support. Ideally. Actually, 38.2 is also very good support. 50% ideally should be rock solid support. If that is also broken and that too with good volumes, it is broken. Or let's say it took a support at 50% and break away gap again. Oh, inviting troubles. And slide down further, like anything. Okay? So ideally, Fibonacci retracement will give us ready-made support and resistance levels. That is simple meaning of Fibonacci retracement. Okay? So if I'm in an uptrend, logically, this is what we are going through right now. Okay? And I want to now understand from here how much it will retrace. So I always count the Fibonacci from the bottom to the top. This is the 0 to 100 now. And from here how it will fall. Okay, clear? But if I'm drawing the Fibonacci from from top to bottom. So right now we are in a downtrend. Try to understand this. Try to resist. Once we see on the chart, it will be much more clearer. Let's assume we are in a downtrend right now, and we can see some reversal. What is the first question in our mind? It will reverse to what? To the first 23.6%. And that is why in a downward trend we draw Fibonacci from the top to the bottom because we want to understand Fibonacci का ये retrace कहाँ तक होगा, till where it will retrace. Is the logic clear? Yes. So we quickly understand how to draw Fibonacci retracement levels. So assume from here. So first we'll try and understand at a shorter time frame comparatively. This is 17th or 15th of March, and we are in 15th of May, 2 months. So comparatively shorter time frame. Again, there is no specific range that you have to put it on 3 months. You have to put it on 1 month. It's your choice. Longer it is, it's going to give you a bigger time frame. It's going to give you bigger support and resistance. Shorter it is, it's a short to medium term support and resistance. Is this understood? Yes. So if you want to just draw a Fibonacci, you can also go from here. I'm so much used to first one, yes. Always Alt F. Alt F is a shortcut for Fibonacci. Okay. So Fibonacci I'm drawing from here. So it has started exactly from here. Correct? And right now it has come till here. I can take it to the bottommost week as well. Or you can stop it at the body of the candle. So your choice. Okay. So here you can see 3-4 days it had diverged. This has seen a wonderful fall. By the way, 0, 23, 38, if you're getting confused like this, maybe, or let me see if I can get it this way. So it's the wrong way to do it now, but just give me 1 second. Just for you to make you understand. I've drawn it from the bottom to the top, not the right way to do it. But just for you to understand, see, first 20, because we have discussed about these percentages, just for you to get comfort, I'm doing this for 2 minutes. It went down 23%, broke here, correct? Again took a support here, little bit support, broke, support, broke, support, broke, broke, dhar. Okay, this is on a very, very, very shorter time frame. If you want to build it on a longer time frame, it will give you a much clearer picture. So let me just try to show this. 23 August, how much is this? 15th December. Okay, we'll take it from here. See from here can you see a sideways trend for a long time? Sideways, 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 sideways. And from here, I can see the started upward journey. Visually, correct? So now, assume that this is today. So what I do, Alt F, and I draw a chart from here to here, and I'm extending it, let us say. And we'll see whether it's working well or not. Okay, it started its upward journey. Correct? So a resistance here. Break up. See the breakout candle also. So an upward journey. See resistance for such a long time. And can you see breakout? Is it with good volumes? See the volumes? Huh? Look at the volumes. This is the volume candle. Wait. Don't compare it with this. This is future. Compare it to the past. We don't have future in our charts. Okay. So here I'm going to compare it with what the last few candles. Is it way higher than that? Yes. So broken with conviction. Goes well beyond that. Goes to the next level. Again, see some sort of sideways here. Goes down. Again goes well. Again similar resistance here. And then breaks it again. So see, once a resistance, now a support. Correct? And it is still going up. Here again it is seeing consolidation here. Breaking up. Again see consolidation at this level. And now it has broken out. So this was our maximum level. Now it broke beyond that level. Okay, so if I were to again tell you, this 23%, 38%, 50%, 16% and 100%, this is for upward journey. For downward it will be reversal also. Now 78. So 100 minus 23.6. 100 minus 23.6 will be 78 point something. Whatever. So whatever, you got it. That will be the retracement. Okay? You got it? You want to see some specific chart? Any specific chart? हाँ बोलो. Nifty only. बहुत ज़्यादा फॉलो है. डर हो रहा है कि अभी कहाँ तक जाएगा. So we'll do it on Nifty only. चलो done. Okay. Let's see. Has it really respected or not? So from here it started falling. I just cut down 2 lines. From here it started falling. Now big question is from here till this level. If it were to bounce back, till what level can it bounce back? Latest burning question. So what do I do? Alt F. From the top to the bottom. Why top to bottom? Because we are in a downtrend right now. So from there I'm just clicking left click. Leave the left click. Just drag the mouse. And one more time left click. Khatam. Again continue with the downward journey. Retest. Okay, now if you see here, all these levels 68. So you can see many, I mean, the candles are spending a lot of time in the range. It is visually also clear. Can you see that the colors are different? Aren't the colors different? So this is the range from 50 to 61. Here you can see a lot of action is being taking place. So it is something like, I just calculated in this way for simplicity purpose, okay? 78.6%, because everyone knows how my maths is. For simplicity purpose, from top, 1/3 is gone, is for support. Next 2/3 is gone. Is it similar? 1/3 is what? 1/3 will be? No, 1/3 will be? 1/3 will be very much less, no? 1/4 होना चाहिए, 1/4 होना चाहिए. Okay, then 1/3 is gone, roughly. And then 1/2 is gone. Correct? So most powerful support you can see around this one, 50%. Okay, so here it is going down and down and down and down. Finally, it unfortunately now you can see here down with a big candle, also a gap down. But wait, then we saw some. And now see what is the point? See, we have not drawn this point, by the way, but it has actually respected the 23% level. We have not touched this point. It is shown by Fibonacci. Entirely touched the 23% level, honored that. Bounced back from here, again going up, fell down, and this level is again broken by the big red candle. Correct? And down and down. Now is the big question. Now if you see here, now we are coming to the latest points. Okay, is it spending some time here? Yes, but broken. Oh my God! See this gap. One full Fibonacci level is being skipped with the big gap. That shows the strength of the bears. And that is the island wala gap, huh? That Fibonacci gap that is. Island wala gap, Fibonacci wala gap. Now you can see that it is in that range only, going down, down, down. This is the latest one. So what can happen is that from here if it bounces back, this can be the first level. 16,400 something. If it goes higher, this is as per Fibonacci. If it goes higher, 16,800 something. Goes higher, 17,100. So this gives you automatic resistances. Is this clear? Yes. But now the problem is, if we goof up while drawing the Fibonacci, then what? If we have no confidence while drawing the Fibonacci, then what? Correct? Then one. Yes. So for that we have pivot points. But before moving on to the pivot points, one last point I would want to make. For those who are there for my basics of stock market class, if you remember, we discussed about this V-shaped recovery. The recovery started, the fall started here, somewhere around 18th, 20th February, fell down till here, and this gap was filled here. Here. Everyone agrees? 1, 2. Okay, now please understand. Fibonacci says that once this gap is, now this is like a big gadda, a big gap which was, it's not gap as a big fall, and it was covered up also. From there starts a fresh move. Are you with me? What does Fibonacci say? Once a big downward journey, and it is filled up. But you remember we discussed elections, basics of stock market, elections, and then various reward scenario, and so many points. Everything is at 2 years recovery, 2 years recovery, if you remember. This was only 7 months recovery, or 8 months recovery. Okay, corona recovery. So what is the main point? If I were to now check this, everyone pay attention, important point. Okay, so this one, and it has shown its recovery, it has completed its recovery here. Do you agree with me? So I'm just drawing a hard edge here. So this is the fresh start now, somewhere around 12,200 levels. So whatever was lost has been gained back. From here starts a fresh up move. So let us see till what level has this fresh up move gone, and up, and up, and up, and up, till here. Because this is 20th October 2021. With me? Yes. So now I will draw. So right now what has happened from here to here it has gone in an uptrend. Yes or no? From here to here it has gone in an uptrend. Now it is going in a downward journey. What is my big question? In the medium term, not in the short term now. Right now is a very short term. Now I'm counting from that corona fall and recovery phase. From that, if I were to draw a Fibonacci, from that uptrend which it saw from 12,200 to 18,400, till what level can it retrace? Correct? So let us try and draw a Fibonacci alt F from this level to the topmost level here. Correct now? Now if you see, I'm just focusing on the levels. I'm zooming this. Everyone see this. So it came to here. So ideally it retraced till here. Actually it retraced till here. And then some retest. Again downward journey. But again it saw an uptrend. Again spending some time here. So what is this level? This level is 17,116. 23%. Has this already been broken? So on TV channels you might have seen 17,100 to 17,200. That's a crucial support. If you are following news. This is the level. 17,100 to 17,200. Broken. 23% gone. What is the next support? 38%. Now 30% came to 16,187 levels. And even I have said this many times on the channel, you might have seen in many business news as well. 16,200 was the level which was discussed by many journalists. This is where it come from. 16,200 level. Okay. Is this also broken? Yes or no? That is also broken. So 38% is also gone. And if you remember, I told you that I believe 50% in the long trend is a solid support. And that is the level of 15,436. 15,436. Right now we are at 15,700 something, huh? 782. Now recall my live stream. I said maximum I see 200, 300 points down from here. Not more than that. And I said, I wish I'll be wrong. But the worst I can see is 14,400 plus I said something. Huh? That is the 61%. Okay. And is this like 2 months, 3 months, 4 months? We have started our Fibonacci from what? From this level. Because this is November 2020. 1.5 years, more than 1.5 almost. Now, do you understand how to calculate levels? Yes? You can do it yourself also, no problem. So this is what you have to understand. So you will also get a hang of it. How did I draw it? Alt F for step number 1. Choose the bottommost point, left click. Leave it, drag it to the topmost point, again left click. That is how you have drawn the Fibonacci. It will give you automatically support resistance. Fair enough? Yes? Now you feel that this is also okay, but now I want more ready-made. Still more ready-made. Then it's okay. Then I will show you how to find out ready-made support level. That is based on pivot points. That's a wrong one. Ideally, it will be like 100 minus that, na? It will be ulta. But anyway, visually also same as well, different colors, so that should be fine. Yes. It is said that bears are always way too powerful than the bulls. Always said that. The market falls like a pack of cards if it is like heavy selling. If you have seen the maddening selling in the last, and all these are currently because of FII selling. Now, if I were to measure this fall, see, this was the latest top. This was the latest top. And 4th of April, 1 month, 10 days ago, from here, 18,100, 1 month, 10 days ago, to this level fall. Remember, I told you that scale. This is a fall of 13% in 37 bars, barely 1 month. 13%. That's a fall of कितने points? 2,376 points gone. 2,300 points gone in one month, 40 days. Ah. Ah. How do we decide the starting point? Either it could be the start of a trend, okay, in the shorter time frame, or try to see some event. Okay. So, for example, if I go back to our Nifty chart, so what was the first thing I did? This was the topmost point I saw, and from there I took it here. Or I could take this top, and then I could say to retrace till what? Or if I go below that, then I don't see any direct pause point. Maybe this is the pause point. Okay, this was one window that we had done. Right? From where it can start. But anyway, this is 100% gone now. So I can't take this. So any major event which I saw, and that major event was the recovery of Corona fall from the weekend. Okay? So let's say you're talking about sideways and breakout from there, calculate. So there has to be some support breaking out, some resistance breaking out, start of a trend, bottom of a trend, something. Hmm? So from bottom to top, if you are going, from bottom to top means what? It was in an uptrend. Now it will fall to what? And it will fall to what? And it will fall to what? From top to bottom, like for Nifty right now. For Nifty, what has happened from top to bottom we do? And what is the meaning of it? Till what will it bounce? Until what will it bounce? Until what will it bounce? That is only difference in interpretation. Okay? Yes?
मैंने बोला कि नहीं भूख लग रही तो कोई जरूरी नहीं है भूखे
नहीं अगर कोटी नहीं लगी तो क्रेमाफिन दे देते जाने मुझे पेट भूखेगा ही ज़्यादा
आपने देखी
क्रेमाफिन या वो क्या मम्मी क्या कैस्ट्रॉल ऑयल देते हैं ना वो क्या है वो जेलूसिल है वो
डॉक्टर को दिया
कैस्ट्रॉल
अरे आपने
ऑयल
सुबह को बोला था
उन्होंने एसओएस बोल दिया
तो दे दो
तो फिर वो दे दो कैस्ट्रॉल दे दो दूध के साथ में देखिए एक चम्मच कैस्ट्रॉल देना इसके साथ दूध के साथ